guys, and welcome back to Flow with Ro, the self-isolation series. Matt's laughing at me in the background. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's sun salutation video. A lot of you sent in, well, I say a lot of you, a couple of you, sent in videos of you trying it out at home, which was really cool to see. A lot of you went straight in with the advanced stuff as well, which was super impressive. Definitely picking it up a lot quicker than I ever did. So today I thought I would mix it up a little bit and teach you a popular yoga balance or yoga pose called the crow. Now, for those of you that have never heard of the crow, I'll give you a little demonstration now of what you're letting yourself in for. Like so. So this is what we're going to be learning today. Now I'm going to walk you through it really slowly and hopefully by the end of it you'll have a great idea of what's going on. Now, a few things to say before we start. Firstly, please make sure that you have a mat for this. If you don't have a yoga mat at home, that's fine, you can use a towel. But if you use a towel, then make sure that you're on a carpet rather than a hard surface, because you'll just slip and slide around. Because when learning the crow, there's a lot of potential to be falling around, and I just don't want anyone to hurt themselves. So that's first bit of housekeeping. Secondly, this is quite an advanced pose, so don't be disheartened if you don't get it on first attempt. It took me quite a long time to master, and I'm still probably haven't quite mastered it. But persevere and we'll get there. We've all got the time now. So let's get cracking. So we're not going to start at the front of the mat this time. We're going to start slightly further back. Our feet need to be directly below our hips and our toes are facing out slightly. From here, we're going to go down into what's called a yogi squat or a Buddha pose. And that's essentially the same as a normal squat, except you just drop lower. So we're going to go low. And from here, we want to make sure that our tailbone is facing down. Our heels are flat on the floor at this point, and we're going to bring our hands into prayer position and our elbows sort of resting on our knees. Our chest is pointing upwards at this point. From here, we're going to go up onto our tiptoes. And so then our bum is sort of sitting on the backs of our heels. It's a really flattering position, this one. From here, the second stage is to put our knees into our armpits. Now, really, really important to make sure that your knees are as far wedged into your armpits as possible. A lot of people attempt the crow with their knees on their elbows, and that puts a lot of pressure on your upper body. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty puny, and I just don't think that my elbows could carry my body weight. So if you wedge your knees into your armpits, then you've got a lot better chance of getting up. Okay, from here, we're going to plant our hands onto the mat in front of us. We want to make sure our hands are active, and by active I mean like this on the mat. We don't want anything like this, because it's just not going to work. Active hands with our thumbs facing towards one another and our index fingers pointing forward. From here, we squeeze our elbows into the backs of our legs. Sorry, fronts of our legs, okay? And we start to pull forward. So our shoulders are coming forward, our biceps are coming forward, but our triceps are wrapping back as our elbows are squeezing. And so we're moving forward, forward, forward. Quick thing about our vision, we should be looking forward as well. If we're looking down, then all that's going to happen is you land on your head. And that's not very pretty and it's not very cool. So we need to make sure that we're looking forward as we're pulling forward. So, and we start to sort of raise our tailbone and bring our feet up. So we're sort of bouncing on our tippy toes. And here it's probably best as you're learning to raise one foot at a time rather than going full power into both, because that could just result in you kind of keeling over and like landing in a heap on the floor. So we're wrapping forward. Remember, knees wedged into armpits, looking forward all the time, lifting one by one, and bring your heels as far into your bum as possible. Squeeze your elbows in and keep your core tight and active. This is going to help to relieve the pressure from your upper body because your legs are active and your core's active. Let me rock back down. And that's essentially it. I'm going to show you from facing forward as well so that you can see what it looks like from that angle. And we'll run through it again, but slightly faster this time. Whew, I'm just going to get my breath back. Okay, so our feet directly below our hips, toes slightly facing outwards. We go low into our yogi squat, hands in prayer position, and they're sort of resting on our knees. From here, we go up onto our toes, knees hooked into the armpits like so. Our chest is up, our tailbone is down. We're resting our bum on our heels. Plant your hands onto the floor in front of you, active hands, and then we want to make sure that we're bringing our shoulders forward, our biceps forward, and we're squeezing our elbows into our shins. Looking forward all the time, straight in front of you. Lift your heels one by one, heels in towards the bum, core is tight, and our elbows squeezing together to balance like this. And then we rock back down. So that's a crow. Just replay that and keep practicing and you're going to get there. But I know there's quite a few of you out there that like a challenge, as I saw yesterday. So I'm going to try and link this back to the sun salutation that we learnt yesterday. But please, please, please don't try this until you've mastered the crow. But this is just a little challenge for the most adventurous amongst you. So we're going to go and do the basic crow again. So feet hip width apart, toes slightly pointed out. We go down into our yogi squat. And then from here, we're wedging our knees into our elbows, raising up onto our toes, looking forward, bringing everything forward, but squeezing our elbows and core, like so, heels towards the bum. Now from here, we're going to shoot our legs back into a plank position, like so. It's important not to lose your form at this point, so make sure that your hands are directly beneath your shoulders. Your hands are shoulder width apart and your wrists are slightly behind your shoulders. And then we can drop down into our chaturanga, flowing up into upward facing dog, back into our downward facing dog for a couple of recovery breaths. From here we inhale, look forward, bend our knees, hop between our hands. Inhale, raise, sweeping our hands up to meet in the middle, bending backwards. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center and back to mountain pose. Whew. Okay, that's about it from me today. So yeah, give that a go. Let me know how you get on. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any requests, let me know. And I hope you all stay safe, sane and healthy. During this time, it's a bit of a confusing time for us all, but it should just be a bit of fun for everyone. So from me, namaste, have a great day.